online learning platform. My name is Kumar Prateek and I welcome you all again to Gradeup platform, and I teach economy and current affairs on Gradeup platform. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. Now, before I start the lecture for which is daily current affairs, I have a certain announcement for all of you that with the description of this video, you will find a survey form. So, everybody, to improve our sessions which we are conducting for you on YouTube for our viewership, please fill this form in the description which is given to help us analyze the data carefully and improve ourselves so that we can provide you better education. So with this announcement, I will start today's class, which is of daily current affairs. The first topic for today is 2 new Ramsar sites. Ramsar sites are under Ramsar Convention. We'll talk about that also. 2 new Ramsar sites have been announced in India. One is Kabartal, Bihar, and Asan Conservation Reserve in Uttarakhand, that have been designated as Ramsar site. Okay, making them wetlands of international importance. So Ramsar sites relates to conservation of wetlands. Okay, now earlier in 2020, India had designated 10 more wetland sites under Ramsar Convention. That had taken the Ramsar Convention site, which were earlier 27, now they were 37. Okay? Okay? 37. And then there is 2 more sites which have been included. 2 more sites have been included. Now, further, 2 more sites have been included further. Now it is 39. Okay? That is, it makes this highest in South Asia. This is highest in South Asia now. India has 39 Ramsar sites. Okay, I hope this is Asan Barrage, which is in Uttarakhand. This is the Ramsar site. Next, let's talk about Asan Conservation Reserve. It is 444 hectare stretch of Asan River running down its confluence with Yamuna River in Dehradun district of Uttarakhand. Okay. Second, it is Uttarakhand's first Ramsar site. Fine. Uttarakhand did not have a Ramsar site before it, so this is the first Uttarakhand Ramsar site. The damming of this river, river by Asan Barrage in 1967 has resulted in siltation above the dam walls, which helped create this site, which is a habitat for birds. So a bird habitat has been created. Okay. Next, these habitats support 330 species of birds, including critically endangered red-head vultures and white-rumped vultures, along with bears, pocards. Okay? Along with barred pocards. Now, on the other side, non-avian species present including these are avian species, which are birds which can fly. Non-avian species which cannot fly. So this has 49 fish species, one of these being endangered Putitora mahaseed. So these things are found there. Then about Kabartal, it is known as Kanwar Jheel. It covers around area of 2620 hectares in Indo-Gangetic plains in Begusarai district of Bihar. Okay. Now, it acts as vital flood buffer for the region, besides providing livelihood opportunities to local communities. Okay. Now next, significant biodiversity is present in this area. 165 plant species, 394 animal species, including 221 bird species are found in this Kanwar Jheel or Kabartal. It is also a vulnerable site for fish biodiversity, valuable site, which has about 50 documented species of fishes. It is an important stopover site for Central Asian flyway. So whatever migratory species migrate from Central Asia, it is a stopover site for these birds. So 58 migratory bird species stop over at this Kabartal or Kanwar Jheel to rest and refuel. 5 critically endangered species which are found here are red-headed vultures, white-rumped vultures, Indian vultures, sociable lapwing and bear pochard. Major threat to site include water management activities such as drainage, water abstraction, damming and canalization. Okay. Now, Ramsar sites. What are Ramsar sites? Ramsar sites are these. 37 Ramsar sites are these. Wular Lake, Hokera Lake, Pongdang Lake, Kanjali Lake, Harika Lake, Ropor Lake, Sambar Lake, Keoladev National Park, Nalsawar Bird Sanctuary, Vemband Kol Wetland, Sastakhamb Kota Lake, Astamudi Wetland, Point Calimar Bird Wildlife and Bird Sanctuary, Koleru Lake, Chilka Lake, Bhoj Wetland, Bhitarnika Mangroves, East Calcutta Wetlands, Rudrasagar Lake, Loktak Lake, Deepore Bale Lake, Upper Ganga River Canal Lake, Renuka Wetlands, Chandratal Wetland, Somureri Wetland and Surinsar Mansar Wetland. These are the 27 earlier which were declared as Ramsar sites. Now we have spoken about Ramsar sites. What is Ramsar? Ramsar Convention is a convention on wetlands. It is an intergovernmental treaty adopted on 2nd February 1971 in the Iranian city of Ramsar on the southern shores of Caspian Sea. Those wetlands which are of international importance, they have to be preserved. They are designated as Ramsar site and their preservation efforts is started. 2nd February, because this was adopted on 2nd February, is declared as World Wetland Day every year. The conventions, Ramsar Convention's mission is conservation and wise use of all wetlands through local and national action and international cooperation as a contribution towards achieving sustainable development. Okay. Next, Secretariat. Ramsar Convention Secretariat is in Gland, Switzerland. Body of Convention. Government agency of contracting parties, that is the country which is a member of this convention or nation, is known as administrative authority. They appoint a national focal point to coordinate national implementation of Ramsar project and daily focal point. So every 3 years parties meet, that is conference of party, to administer this convention and decide further future plans. Next, there are 5 international organizational partners of Ramsar Convention. First is BirdLife International, because wetlands have birds. Then there is International Union of Conservation of Nature, IUCN, conservation efforts. International Water Management Institute, it is wetland, it has water. So this Wetland International and Worldwide Fund of Nature, that is WWF. All these are partner workers under Ramsar Convention. So what are the benefits of joining Ramsar Convention? It facilitates development at national level policy for wetland. It presents an opportunity to the country. Good morning everybody. It presents an opportunity to the country so that they can work on proper use and conservation of wetlands. Next, this convention brings increased focus, publicity and prestige to wetlands. It encourages international cooperation on wetlands. Why? Because certain wetlands are not restricted to only one country. There are international wetlands also. So international cooperation and management is required. Then it provides access to financial aid through convention small grant fund, so that if you need money for conservation efforts, you can get it from here. It brings access to information and advises application of convention internationally accepted standards. Okay? So proper planning, it can help. So if you are a member of this convention, what are your obligations? If India is a member of this convention, what are its obligations? That you to recommend a site for inclusion list of wetland of international importance. So you have to recommend as a country list of wetlands. And once you have given that list, you have to ensure that that wetland is not used disproportionately and is used wisely. You have to ensure that you conserve that wetland. You have to ensure that you establish a reserve and promote training of wetland research management and wardening. So you have to do conservation effort once you declare something. Okay? Next, there is a list under Montreux record. There is a list called Montreux record, which is under the Ramsar Convention. So Montreux record has the name of the wetlands whose ecological character has changed or is changing because of technological development, pollution or human interference. So if the nature of wetland is changing, then that wetland is put under Montreux record. Okay? So it is maintained as a part of Ramsar list. So at present, 2 wetlands of India are under Montreux record. One is Keoladev National Park in Rajasthan. Another is Loktak Lake in Manipur. Okay. Now, Chilka Lake was also a part of Montreux record, but because of conservation efforts done by India, it has been removed out of Montreux record. So Chilka Lake is in Odisha. Now something has to be noted here. UNESCO serves as a depository, one for convention, But Ramsar Convention is not part of UN or UNESCO. UNESCO helps Ramsar Convention, but Ramsar Convention is not part of efforts made by United Nations. Please understand that. This is GS paper 3 environment. The source is Indian Express. Next topic for today, Patent Amendment Rules 2020. Central government has recently announced that it is going to amend patent rules to streamline submission requirement regarding working of patent inventions on commercial scale in India. A move aimed to promote ease of doing business. If the laws will be streamlined, ease of filing patents will be easier, so it will increase ease of doing business. So Patent Amendment Rules 2020, which came onto effect on October 19, 2020, has further streamlined the requirement of filing Form 27 and submission of verified English translation and priority documents, which was not in English language. Okay? The rules were amended. The rules were amended following Delhi High Court order on April 2018. As per these new rules, a patentee, if I have invented something, so I am the patentee, gets flexibility to file single Form 27 with respect of single or multiple related patents. So if I have a one patent, I can Form 27. If I have multiple patents to file, I can even use Form 27. Where a patent is granted to two or more persons, such a person can file a joint Form 27. Moreover, patentees would now be required to provide approximate revenue and value occurs. That how much revenues are they going to occur. Okay, while authorized agents would be able to submit Form 27 on behalf of patentees. So if I am an authorized agent, then I can file 27 on behalf of a patentee. Next, the time available for filing Form 27 for patentees has been extended by 6 months against the earlier 3 months deadline from expiry of the financial year. So earlier there was financial year, each financial year to file a patent. Now 3 months extension was given, now 6 months is given. Patentee will not be required to file Form 27 in respect of part or fraction of financial year. If entire financial year, you will have to file the thing. Part you don't have to. So prior document, there are also important changes with reference to Rule 21 of filing prior documents. If the priority document is available on WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization, digital library, the applicant would not be required to submit the same in Indian Patent Office. Okay. Now this has been picked up from, this news has been picked up from GS paper 3 economics. This is for importance and it is from Hindu Business Line. Next topic is a green initiative. So NTPC India has entered into a foreign currency loan agreement with Japanese government. Japanese government's financial institutions for Japanese $50 billion yen agreement. This is under green initiative. The loan is given to NTPC so that NTPC have funds so that it can generate solar projects. So it can invest in solar power generation project and installation of environment friendly equipment in NTPC as a part of green initiatives or green operations in India. So green initiative of Japan Bank of International Cooperation. Okay, it is a initiative under Japan Bank of International Cooperation. Under this support initiative called GREEN, that is Global Action for Reconciling Economic Growth and Environment Preservation, that is GREEN. This Japan Bank of International Cooperation has financed project aimed for preservation of global environment. It supports the project which reduces greenhouse gas emissions while propagating advanced Japanese environment technology around the world. It has also been providing various financial instruments to support overseas deployment of Japan's advanced environmental technology. So twin aim of Green Initiative of Japan is what? National Thermal Power Corporation, that is NTPC. Electricity generated from coal is generated by a government organization called NTPC, that is National Thermal Power Corporation, that is NTPC Smriti Chandan. So what is the twin aim of this? First is reducing greenhouse gas emissions through implementation of projects which bring down greenhouse gases emission. Next is to promote uses of Japanese environment technology. Okay. Now green project includes development of photovoltaic generation facility. Photovoltaic generation facilities are what? They are used for solar power. Okay, because and highly energy efficient plants. So basically these Japanese technology will be used for generating solar power panels which use photovoltaic cells, and it will be used to make NTPC thermal plants highly energy efficient, so that there is energy saving equipment in NTPC, and that will reduce the greenhouse gas emission. So this topic is from GS paper 3 Environment PIB. Next, National Program and Project Management Policy. Niti Aayog and Quality Council of India have recently launched National Program and Project for Management Policy Framework with aim of bringing radical reforms in the way of infrastructure projects which are executed in India. So this National Program and Project Management Policy Framework, it is developed by Niti Aayog and Quality Council of India, which proposed a 4-level certification system. So 4 levels of certification will be carried out for project manager linked to the project scale. This is trying to bring in radical reforms in the area of implementation of infrastructure projects, how infrastructure products are implemented. So this National Program and Project Management Policy Framework will help realize Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat by building a stronger India, which would have good quality infrastructure because of proper management and oversee of these infrastructure projects. Because these mega infrastructure projects will be managed through better project and quality assessment, and for that a framework will be evolved, which is first to adopt a program and project management approach in infrastructure development area. So there will be a program and project management approach that will be managed properly. Second, it will institutionalize and promote professions of program and project management and build a workforce of such a professionals. Okay? Then third, enhance institutional capacity and capability of professionals to implement that project. All this will do. Now, what is Quality Council of India? Quality Council of India was set up in 1997 by Government of India. This is an effort by both Indian industry and Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion of Ministry of Commerce. So the joint effort. The chairman of Quality Commission of India is appointed by the Prime Minister and on recommendation of industries to the government, because it is a joint effort. It is mandated to establish and operate a national accreditation structure so that everything is accredited and is met with a quality standard. So this accreditation is given in the field of health, education and quality promotion. The National Accreditation Board of Certification of Bodies and National Accreditation Board of Testing and Calibration Laboratories are two accreditation bodies for giving accreditation that if a product or is a project or if a business is meeting the Quality Commission of India, Council of India standards or not. These two bodies work closely to support government and regulator to ensure that data provided by accredited conformity assessment bodies is robust, reliable and trustworthy in terms of decision making, compliance testing and standard setting. So Quality Commission Council of India has three premier industry associations associated with them. So ASSOCHAM is associated with it, CII is associated with it, that is Confederation of Indian Industry. ASSOCHAM is associated Chamber of Commerce and Industry of India, and C, Federation of Indian Chambers and Commerce and Industry. These are associated with Quality Council of India. This is paper 3, Infrastructure Indian Express. Next, India and US has signed a landmark defense pact called BECA, which is Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement. So 2+2 dialogue, that is Defense and Foreign Minister of India and US met recently in India, which is called the 2+2 dialogue, because two ministers of India and two ministers of America meet. So they signed an agreement called Basic Exchange of Cooperation Agreement for Geospatial Cooperation, which is very important because BECA, BECA, that is Basic Exchange of, which is Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement, is the fourth and final foundational understanding, defense understanding between US and India. It is a communication agreement between National Geospatial Intelligence Agency of US Department of Defense and Ministry of Defense of Government of India. It allows India and US to share military information, including advanced satellite and topographic data such as maps, nautical and aeronautical charts, and geodetic, geophysical, geomagnetic gravity data. So for defense cooperation, information sharing will happen now between US and India. It will enable India to use US geospatial maps to enhance military accuracy for automated hardware systems and weapons such as cruise and ballistic missiles. Now these US geospatial maps could be used by India for better targeting. The country has already signed defense agreement with US earlier also. So general security of military information, that is GSO-MIA was signed in 2002. It allows militaries of India to share and America to share intelligence, but not at the level at which BECA is sharing. Okay. So, an extension of GSO-MIA, Industrial Security Annex, ISA, was signed in 2019, which made India an important defense partner of America. Then in 2016, we signed Logistic Exchange Memorandum Agreement in 2016, which is LEMOA. It was signed in 2016. It allows both countries to have access to each other's designated military facility for refueling and replenishment. So if American Navy is passing by Indian Ocean, they can dock at Indian ports and they can replenish and refuel and then move forward. Then there is COMCASA, which was signed in 2018, which is Communication Compatibility and Security Agreement. It aims to provide a legal framework for transfer of highly sensitive information, communication and security equipment from US to India, and that will streamline and facilitate interoperability between their armed forces. This is GS Paper 2, International Relations, Indian Express. So this BECA is very important. These defense pacts are very important because Indian neighborhood is quite volatile. We have problems with China, we have problems with Pakistan. So we are signing these treaties, these agreements with US so that we form a partnership with US so that we can cooperate on security issues. Next topic is India Post and US Postal Services sign agreement for electronic exchange of custom data. So both the postal departments of US and India has signed an agreement for electronic exchange of custom data related to postal shipment exchange between the two countries. So electronic, the data will be transferred. US is the top export destination for India, which is also reflected in exchange of goods or through postal channel. In 2019, around 20% of outbound export and 30% of letters and small packet was transmitted by India by post to US, whereas 60% of parcels received in India from US were through Department of Post of US. About this agreement, the agreement will make it possible to transmit and receive electronic data for international postal items prior to their physical arrival. So you can track it now electronically. This will improve performance of postal service, reliability, visibility and security of postal service. Okay? It is to do what? Ease export for small and large exporter, so that they are aware about when is their product arriving or when is their product going to be delivered, so that India can become an export hub of the world. Okay. And this agreement will be a key driver of promoting mutual trade in different parts of India and US. Because US is a major destination for our MSME products, gems and jewelry, pharmaceuticals and other local products which are manufactured in India. Okay. So this is GS Paper 2, International Relations. Source is All India Radio. Next, ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, is about to launch an Earth observation satellites called EOS-01 on November the 7th. Okay, this is the latest in the series of Earth observation. Through this satellite, observation of Earth will be carried out. So India had 9 other international along with EOS 101, 9 more satellites India is launching on 7th September through PSLV C-49 rocket from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. This is the first launch of Indian Space Research Organization since COVID-19 lockdown was enforced since March. What is EOS 01? It intends to study Earth surface to help agriculture, forestry and disaster management support efforts. This will be the 51st mission of ISRO's PSLV rocket. The PSLV launch vehicle, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, is the 3rd generation launch vehicle produced by India. PSLV is the first launch vehicle which is equipped with liquid stage in India. This was first successfully launched in October 1994. PSLV was used for 2 most important missions for India, that is Chandrayaan-1 in 2008 and Mars orbiter spacecraft in 2013. So these are the Earth observation satellites which are already in the orbit, that is RESAT-2B-R1, 2019 this was launched. Then there is Cartosat 3, 2019 it was launched. RESAT-2B, 2019 it was launched. HISIS, 2018 it was launched. Cartosat 2 series of satellite, 2018 it was launched. Cartosat 2 series of satellite, 2017 it was launched. Cartosat 2 series of satellite, 2017 it was launched. ResourceSat 2A was launched in 2016. SCATSat 1 was launched in 2016 and INSAT 3DR was launched in 2016. So these are the Earth observation satellites which were launched in various years, in recent years. I hope this all is clear to you guys. This is what I had to tell you in daily current affairs today. If there is any doubt, please write to us. Please fill this survey form because we want to improve us way we teach you. So before I end, there is an announcement. Please subscribe to our Gradeup Super. You have unlimited access to structured live courses. Currently 11 plus more structured live courses and 60 plus mock tests are being carried out. You will have full syllabus coverage, complete doubt resolution, expert faculties will teach you, performance and report card will be given to you. We have 3 courses, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. Next, for UPSC 2021 examination, we are conducting and trying to help you guys in many ways. The first is that daily current affairs we are doing. Then daily editorial analysis we are doing every day at 12 p.m. and daily current affairs every day at 9 p.m. on our Gradeup app we are doing. Then we are conducting NCERT and NIOS quizzes every day. Then weekly PIB analysis we are doing, Gradeup Super quizzes which comprises of science report, down to earth, EPW, frontline, PIB, RSTB, Yojana, Kurukshetra. We are creating Gradeup Super quiz. Next, our ongoing courses, currently ongoing courses are IAS 2021 comprehensive course for GS Pre cum mains English and Hindi. IAS 2020 mains examination course we are carrying out. UPSC EPFO 2020 comprehensive course for prelim is happening. Then we are conducting a complete module for NCERT both in English and Hindi for civil services examinations. Our upcoming courses are on economic and social development, Indian and world geography, environment and ecology, Indian polity and governance, in history of India and international movement, and general science. Next, we are helping and doing free classes, free series on our Gradeup app to help you guys in your preparation. We are conducting a IAS 2021 series of important topic every day. Then we are conducting daily editorial analysis from Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. Then we are conducting UPSC Manthan on daily current affairs at 9 PM on our Gradeup app and at 9 AM on YouTube. Then we are conducting detailed analysis and solutions for both GS paper 1 and 2 of UPSC 2020 prelims examination, which was conducted on 4th of October. So with these announcements, I will take your leave. I will see you guys again. Until then, bye-bye and thank you for joining. No Silam Barsai, you don't have to memorize. Recent satellites you have to memorize. Recent satellites you have to. Recent satellites you have to, but not the entire series of. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.